So this is probably going to be dark. It's a rainy day. I have a light off because it looks terrible. And these twinkle lights don't do anything. So pretty much all that I've done this week is the Björk commission, because I spent a lot of time fussing on that. And I started a new painting. I'm excited because I get to make another one of these bad boys. I just have to get the supplies for it. I'm making one for my friend. Yeah, I want to make the cover a bit thicker. Getting like a decorative cover paper for it. The whole 9 yards. Like, I want to make this like really cool. So I'm hoping to do that this weekend. Other than like packing orders, and that's kind of just all I've been doing. Going to the post office and sending awkward emails and stuff. Boring. Steven. Okay, so I've done all of the resource grabbing. So the one I made for myself, I pretty much just used whatever I had after getting the paper. So because I'm making it for a friend now, I kind of want it to look a little better. And so one thing that I wanted to change was like the thickness of the cover. I think compared to the rest of the book, it looks a little bit weak, you know, like it's kind of ugly. Real test is whether the spine is as flexible in this one as the other ones. Look at that. It's coil bound, but not really. That's something. But yeah. So I went to the dollar store and got some of this foam core so that I could just add a bit more thickness to it. In addition to the book board, because the foam core like itself in a single sheet is not super powerful. To just make it look a little bit more substantial. Here, all the papers are ready. She didn't tell me exactly what design or anything that she wanted, and she told me just to use my like best intuition. And the art store is running on like a system where they only allow a few people in at a time, so I felt really rushed. This is what I ended up choosing. I hope it's okay. In hindsight, I was thinking this looks kind of like busy, but I think it'll be okay when I'm done with it, because I do plan to add a little something on the front cover. The one thing I have an issue with mine is that I can't tell which side is the front, so I'm definitely gonna have to put something on the front cover, maybe a little painted something. And oh my god, my squirrel is here, distracting me. What the heck? I wanted to do kind of like I thought this chocolate brown looked really nice with this, but I also kind of wanted to add something a little bit fancy looking, so I also have this lace to put on top of it, sort of like a layered look. I haven't done a layered spine yet, so I'm kind of interested to see how this goes. Oh my god, I just terrified the squirrel. Hey, don't eat that! That's not for you! That's mine! Oh my god, he's so cute. So this is kind of just where I'm at. I have trying to look forever for, you know, the paper that goes on the inside cover. I didn't have anything that would go with this, but the closest thing that I could find that would fit was this one. And so I was like, this is okay. It's harmonious and it matches, but it wasn't really like doing it for me. I don't want to go anywhere for a little while. You know, I went to the post office 3 times last week, and then I noticed that maybe this is weird, and you let me know in the comments if this is weird. But the paper pads on the back had this backing paper on it. And I'm just looking around, I'm seeing it here. I'm like, you know what? That actually kind of might work really well. Is that weird? So I cut a piece out and I thought that looks actually like way better than this. It's like a lot more contrasty. And to me, it actually kind of looks like chocolate cake. It looks kind of weird on screen, but like in real life, it looks like a really fancy wedding cake, actually. Because it's like a chocolate cake with a fancy filigree. It needs a little bit of pressing, I think. But so this is the front. Got all these ribbons in. See if those fold out. It'll look like that. Looks kind of nice. Alright, and it's much thicker. And the inside has the brown paper, which I think looks way better than the pattern paper. So that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm gonna put something on the front I'm not sure what exactly. And I might hang some weird stuff off of the binding for fun. I'm not going to be able to do that by the time I compile these clips. So we'll have to see what happens. I might not even work on this until the weekend. I don't know.